Just getting into Formula One and wondering what on earth DRS means? You're not alone. It's one of the most talked about features during races. But what exactly is it, and how does it impact the action on track? Let's break it down in simple terms. DRS stands for Drag Reduction System. It's a clever aerodynamic feature that helps Formula One cars reduce drag, hence the name. But what does that really mean? Every F1 car has a rear wing, which creates downforce to help keep the car stable at high speeds. The downside is that downforce creates a lot of air resistance, also known as drag. That drag can slow a car down, especially on long straights. DRS solves that. It's a movable flap on the rear wing of the car. When a driver activates DRS, that flap opens up, making the rear wing flatter and less resistant to the airflow. The result? The car becomes more streamlined and picks up speed much faster. Why was DRS introduced? DRS was officially introduced to F1 in 2011. The idea was simple: make overtaking easier and more frequent. Back then, fans and teams complained that it was nearly impossible to overtake due to how turbulent air affected cars following closely behind. Once a driver got near another car, the air disrupted their aerodynamics and they would lose grip, making overtakes incredibly difficult. DRS was seen as a solution. By giving the chasing car a speed advantage, it helped level the playing field and made races more exciting. But here's the thing: not everyone loves it. Some F1 purists argue that DRS makes racing feel artificial. Instead of a driver skillfully battling for position, it becomes a case of pressing a button and zooming past, like using a video game cheat code. Still, others defend it as a necessary tool in modern F1, especially with how complex aerodynamics have become. How does DRS work? Let's break down how a driver actually uses DRS during a race weekend. First, the car needs to be in a designated DRS zone. These zones are set by the FIA and marked on the circuit map, usually on long straights. Second, the chasing car must be within 1 second of the car ahead when it crosses a certain spot on the track, called the DRS detection point. If both those conditions are met, a green light pops up on the driver's steering wheel, letting them know DRS is available. The driver then hits the DRS button and the rear wing flap opens. Once the driver hits the brakes or exits the DRS zone, the flap automatically closes. Important note: only the following car can use DRS. If you're the one being chased, you can't activate it unless you're also within 1 second of another car in front of you. Rules and restrictions. DRS isn't available all the time. There are strict rules to keep things fair and safe. Drivers can't use DRS during the first 2 laps of a race or after a restart or safety car period. If the track is too wet or dangerous, say during heavy rain, the race director can disable DRS completely. And again, the 1 second gap rule is always in play. No gap, no DRS. DRS zones explained. Most F1 circuits have 2 or 3 DRS zones. These zones are carefully chosen, usually long, flat parts of the track where overtaking is safest. There are 3 key markings you'll find on the circuit. Detection point. This is where the system checks if the car behind is within 1 second. Activation point. This is where DRS can actually be activated, just a few meters down the road from detection. DRS sign. This shows you where the zone officially starts. From this point on, the flap can open. So, is DRS good for the sport? That's still up for debate. Some fans love the added drama and wheel-to-wheel action. Others say it creates fake overtakes that don't require as much skill. Whatever your opinion, one thing's for sure: DRS has become a crucial part of modern Formula One, and knowing how it works can make watching races a whole lot more fun.